Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and today I want to talk with you about a very important topic that's going to help you in today's environment and in the future, in no matter where. It's something that's not real popular with a lot of people, and a lot of politicians particularly don't even want to mention it. But it's something that's vital for your success, and that is personal responsibility. See, we like to talk about the freedoms. We like to talk about the rights that we have. And we tend to have whatever want we have, we consider that a right. But what really matters in a free society and in achieving goals that work for your life is taking responsibility. I love the way that one of my heroes talked about it, General George S. Patton, when he said, "Accept the challenges so that you can feel the exhilaration of victory." As you get in there and accept responsibility, accept those challenges, and realize, okay, it's not always going to be easy. You go through it and you make it happen. You go for it. Embrace those things that are more difficult and be able to work through them rather than giving up when things get weak or things get tough because you think, oh, gee, I can't do that. Stay with it. And the other thing that goes along with that is not accepting responsibility for those areas that you're not responsible for. As an example, many of you know that I don't watch television. One of the smartest things I did about 4 years ago, I got rid of my cable. I canceled cable TV, got rid of my television eventually, and now I do a thing here in Orlando. We have these little buildings all around called libraries. And they let me check out all the books I want. Plus, I can go on the net and I can watch videos that way, and I can see things, I can read more, I can listen to more good podcasts. I'm educating my mind because I find that taking responsibility in that area is important. And an area that really hits me, now here's I'm going to be stepping on some toes. You're not responsible for what's happening politically. Yes, people have sharp opinions, very acute, argumentative opinions on what's going on many different sides on things that are happening politically. Now, I'm not saying we don't stay in touch with what's happening, but I am saying don't get involved in all the emotion of it. For me, canceling TV and all the dun-dun-dun, this breaking news just in, that we hear all the time, or breaking news, da-da-da, and there's flashing on there, it really doesn't matter in our lives long term. What does matter? The skills that you can acquire, the things that you can learn, and how you can apply those in your own life to help yourself and to help others, to help them achieve their goals. Well, I want to share with you some key terms and some key areas and principles that will help you in taking responsibility. And the first one is to realize that success is up to you. The old saying of, if it is to be, it's up to me, that applies because you see, you've got to accept the responsibility and realize if it's going to happen, it's up to you, not somebody else. Don't go to somebody else and think by writing your congressman or writing your senator or organizing this group of people, etc. No, it's up to you. Take control of your own life and realize you've got to achieve the goals that you want in your life. Self-mastery and mastering those things that are important to you to help others, step number one. Oh, and here's an important one. Number two, take control of responsibility of your relationships. That means winners are the ones that are proactive. They reach out and they say, I'm going to make that initial call. I'll write the letter. Yes, I know they didn't respond last time. They didn't respond the way I wanted, or maybe they didn't like me, etc. That's the song of losers. Instead, grab the bull by the horns and always be proactive and be pleasant. By being proactive and being pleasant with others and helping them, you'll do better. Now, there are still going to be some people that are still prickly and they don't want to deal with it. Well, fine. We wish them well and then move on. There's a lot of people out there that will embrace it. And if someone isn't going to accept the good that you have and they're throwing up walls and they're acting, like, jerks, then you don't have to hang around them. Don't be there. Assume responsibility for relationships, being pleasantly persistent and staying there, doing the right thing consistently. And third one, very important, take responsibility for your education. You often see these books behind me here. Those of you that have watched my videos for a while know. And by the way, I say, many of them haven't even been colored in yet. Yeah, but realistically, I read a lot. As a matter of fact, of all these books that are here, seriously, there's only about just a couple of them, a few of them, that I have not read. I've read, and I read all the time. You see, when you get a book and you read this, you are educating your mind. You're learning as you go through and you read and you see what's happening. You're taking this in, and it's up to you. It is not up to your boss. I've seen people that say, oh, gee, I can't take this class because my boss won't pay for it, or the company won't buy me that book, or the company won't buy me that. Well, Hey, wait a minute. If the company didn't buy you dinner, would you starve? Please, you've got to take control of your own learning. Get out there and go for it. If I'm going to err on the side of anything in life, it will be on buying too much education. Okay? And I might have done that. I probably got a few extra books that I maybe didn't need or things. But you see, I learn and I grow from that. And you will too. Get the things that are going to educate your mind and make you a better person. Listen to quality audio. Read good books. Go to seminars. Hire coaches, people that are really smart that can help you in specific areas. Find those areas that are important to you and take responsibility for your own education. And here's a real important one. Take responsibility for helping others. I found that there's a wonderful thing in life that I can't figure it out, but I just know it's there. That when you help others, when you go out of your way to really help them, you help yourself. You help yourself by doing that, and it's in a wonderfully prosperous way of helping others to achieve their goals. Take responsibility for that. Go out there and help the people. And here's the best way to do it. Don't tell anybody you've done it. My roommate back in college, Charlie, was a guy that just really had a knack of saying the right thing in the right way. I remember him saying one time, "Don't tell nobody nothing." Bad English, but really good advice, and it particularly applies when you're doing charity. Don't say, "Oh, I'm so wonderful, I've given this charity." No, do it in some way where nobody knows but you what's going on. Maybe that other person will know in some cases, but I think it's best when you can help others and it's anonymous. No one knows about it, and then watch what happens. Inevitably, the good will come back to you. Take responsibility in that as well. And finally, number 5, don't take responsibility for the things that you really shouldn't be responsible for. That means I'm going to let the politicians do whatever they're going to do. And I found in country after country around the world, they generally tend to screw things up. It's like, it's just their nature. It doesn't matter whether it's this party or that party. I'm just saying in general, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Yes, Lord Anton said that well years ago. And so don't take responsibility for that. Don't worry about it. Instead, grab control yourself of your life and be responsible. One of the ways you can do that is with our book that we've got now, Relationship Marketing, where I say it's not about the e-commerce and all the electronics, it's about our commerce. Practical step-by-step ways that you can do this. You can get this now. We've actually put together an incredible bargain for you. You can get an e-book with it. You get an audio supplement. We're even throwing in right now a cheat sheet. If you act now, you get a cheat sheet for social media, how to use Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, the big 4 that are out there. How to use those, and then you also get the paper book for free when you buy the ebook. So you get all of this in one package, and many people are doing this right now, and those of you that have purchased it and raving about it, thank you so much, because it's step-by-step ways that you can really implement the technology and the principles of relationship marketing. A big part of that is responsibility, and taking responsibility. I encourage you to do that. And by the way, if you have other questions or comments, you want to drop me a note, I'd love to hear from you. Terry@terrybrock.com is my email, and I will look forward to hearing from you. Hey, thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a marvelous day, and take responsibility to make it a good day.